All right, we up now. So tonight we will be discussing basketball dialogue, with yours truly and my guy Glennis. We're gonna be discussing partially the Lakers collapse, but we're gonna get on the top 5 centers, and then we're just gonna collectively discuss, who's everybody's individual greatest centers, 1 through 5. So I want to go on and just skip right to it. Let's get into last night's epic fail.
Honestly, bro, I don't really know what people expect, bro. It's the Lakers. Like, I just don't expect them to win. Like, unless if LeBron playing, then I expect them to lose. If he not playing, then I give him a chance to win. It's simple as that, bro.
Now, notice the narrative last year. It was first they was hyping it all up. Westbrook and all of them, Melo, they was hyping them up. Then when they started out, what was the first game? Oh, it's just one game, blah, 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 blah. Then next thing you know, oh, we injured. Like, every time something happened, it's a different excuse. But I looked at something. 2019, not to digress, but they had no all-stars when it was Lou Williams, Pat Bev, Trez, and I think they had Danilo Gallinari. No superstars, no nobody. They had them projected to be a lottery team. They took the mighty Golden State Warriors to 6 games. I'm like, wait a minute. You telling me a team that ain't got no stars over there could take this juggernaut that can't nobody beat to 6 games? Okay, I'm going to do you one better. Just last year, Steph, Clay, Draymond only played 11 total minutes together in the whole season, dealing with injuries like Clay coming back later, Draymond in and out the lineup, Steph in and out the lineup. They still won the chip. So I'm like, I don't want to hear nothing about the injuries. Everybody deal with injuries. They had the Pelicans, another lottery team, pushed the Phoenix Suns to 6 games? I'm like, and they did that without Zion. So I'm like, nah, I'm not listening to all that. So,
bro, this is the thing, bro. And this is why I hate when people bring up injuries, bro. They always use injuries on LeBron teams. That's it, bro. When he first came to LA, they missed the play because he got injured, right? That's what they say. But they don't realize that Houston, Chris Paul, Eric Gordon, and Clint Capella all missed 20-plus games individually, and they still made the playoffs. Clippers. I'm a Spurs fan, bro. The Spurs, Ginobili, Parker, and Duncan all miss time every single year.
Yeah.
Injuries. The Spurs always enter the playoffs injured. One player is always missing during the playoffs, one of the big 3. Ginobili played that series when we got beat by Memphis, when we was the 1 seed, and Memphis was an 8 seed. Ginobili played with a broken elbow. Bro, you can make the playoffs, bro, and be injured. I ain't trying to hear nothing about no injuries, bro. It's excuse, bro. And that's excuse for a team that got 3 Hall of Famers on there, bro.
At all. And you got the media, his plants, trying to create these narratives. It's like y'all want to go around everything except for who is responsible. Y'all don't want to address the person who handpicked this team and put them together. Got on Twitter talking about keep that same energy, and you ain't been over 500 since you made that tweet going on 2 years. Bruh. You don't want to talk about this man talking about we don't have laser shooters, but yet why are you shooting so many threes? You shoot 20%.
You are included in them non-laser shooters.
I'm like, we've been saying this for years, but now you're starting to see it, So I got another one for you. Last year, and this couple cats that I be in these other groups, they want to talk about, LeBron put up 30, blah, 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 blah. I said, okay, but show me his impact. I said, he's putting up 30, but his plus minus is -11, -12, -15. He has no positive impact on his team. Why is that? Well, take away his 30. I said, no, I'll do you one better. Take away 5 of that 30 and let him score 25 points. Put more effort on defense. Put more effort on and move the ball within the flow of the offense. But they don't want to discuss that.
They don't realize, bro, that LeBron if LeBron is going for 30, he not his best version.
Hell no.
Best version of LeBron is when he around 26,
Yes.
7 and 7, bro.
Yes.
That's the best LeBron. And that's the LeBron they actually need right now. I told him, right, bro, if LeBron would have came over to the Lakers, because this is one thing I hate. I don't like when teams trade for one player. I hate that. I hate when the Lakers did it. I hate when the Nets did it. I hate when the Sixers did it. I hate when the Clippers did it. I hate when they trade 5 players for like one dude. That's irritating. But, and I feel like when LeBron came to LA, he should have came over there and said, I'm coming over here at 34. I got Brandon Ingram, who was a superstar. Let me come over here and be Magic Johnson. Let me average 18 and 11 and let Brandon Ingram get between 26 and 30 points a game. I guarantee you, bro, that squad would have been good right now, bro. They didn't build like that, bro. They want to do what they always do. LeBron get on the team. He dribble every dribble, pass every pass, and shoot all the shots. And that don't work, bro. That ain't gonna work. If he really wanted them to win, this is my opinion. They would start Westbrook, LeBron come off the bench, or LeBron be the third wheel and average between 17 to 18 points a game. That's how it should be, bro.
Oh yeah, I agree. Because
be on the block, bro.
Yeah, because again, if you and like I said, everybody want to say I'm just critical of this man because I don't go for the bullshit. When he played in Miami, you notice when they played Dallas and they exposed his lack of a post game in mid range. What did he do? He got in the post in next year. He was playing more out of the post, like inside out, opposed to how he playing now, that outside in. See, when you go down there now, like just like you said, like Magic, when Magic was starting to tail off, like from 30, well, not 30, but when he was getting in his 30s, Magic, instead of coming down, he'll kick it out to B. Scott, go down there, post up, get the ball, boom, there you go. So if you double team me, I can kick it out. You leave me one-on-one, 6'9" point guard. Come on, man. I'm finna back you down, hook shot. Just that simple. But see, he don't want to do that. In his mind, if he still want to dribble, hold the ball, bro, that's not, like you said, that's not going to beat the elite teams. And what I noticed, I went back and I watched the 2014 finals. It almost happened in 2013. But how Popovich strategically put Kawhi on him and really was saying play off of him and make him shoot. But Kawhi was so athletically gifted, he could get up in his airspace and frustrate him. And I told them, I said, okay, he might have averaged 28 or whatever. But in them games, they were getting blown out. He was getting garbage buckets. I said, Kawhi.
Spurs fan, the average that they blew them out by was 15 each game. So the lowest they will blow them out is 15. The most, I think, they blew them out by like 25 one game.
And you know something else, when they want to talk about this competition, right? The Spurs didn't have not one 20-point score their whole series.
That's why I tell people all the time. Everybody be trying to tell me about the Spurs. Tony Parker averaged the highest, and he was barely over Kawhi. I think he was like barely at 18. Yeah. But Kawhi was like 17.9 something. But Tim Duncan was 15. Ginobili was 9. He had 9 points, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So that's taking me into the next topic now. Like, I know a lot of people put Tim Duncan. Well, I put it like this. Yeah, I say he's the greatest power forward of all time. Some people want to say he's a center. But on this topic, like, so I want to just ask you, the top 5 that everybody like to discuss, would it be Wilt, Shaq, Mr. Russell, Dream, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, or would you put somebody else in there?
First of all, okay, you did say Dream. All right, I thought you say Dream. I was about to be like, nah. I can't put Bill Russell in there. Sorry, bro. Sorry.
Okay. And I'm not disagreeing, but give me your reasonings why.
I'm gonna tell you this, bro. When I used to not have Wilt in there either, because I was like, man, these dudes are so, like, I thought all Wilt did was dunk. But my dad showed me some tapes. Like, this dude was shooting backboard shots. Like, this dude was skiing. Dude was passing the rock and stuff like that. So I changed my mind on Wilt. But when I look at Bill Russell, I'm like, bro, Bill Russell, bro, I ain't gonna, Bro, he was like DeAndre Jordan, bro. Like that was who Bill Russell was, bro. He was DeAndre Jordan. And I'm not trying to take away, but when I seen the stuff that I seen on Bill Russell, but then I seen Wilt Chamberlain, I'm like, Wilt Chamberlain had like skill, bro.
Yeah.
Like dude was skillful. And I didn't know that before because all I seen him was dunkable. And I'm like, this dude hitting off the board and doing these no-look passes and stuff. Bro, Bill Russell was not, dude was just blocking shots, bro, and getting rebounds, man. And I ain't taking away from it. It worked. But I think because his team, which like, I don't know, bro. I ain't going into there because like that whole era is just weird, bro. Like when I see highlights and them dudes can't dribble with both hands and stuff, I don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say this. At one point in time, I did push back on I just call it Mr. Russell. So I try to look at it like what I do is like, let me look at it from both perspectives, right? So I'm gonna look at it from yours. Now, when you say how you notice they never, and this is my thing. If people brought up Bill Russell just randomly or whatever on their own, I would be okay with that. But you notice they only bring him up when it's a debate between MJ and this other guy that we just discussed. So that right there tells me, okay, y'all got to use him when y'all know this guy can't be defended because his record is horrible. So when you got to inject another person, well, that automatically negates your argument to me. But to speak on Mr. Russell, I'm like, okay, they only play 8 teams, right?
8.
And then you have to factor in they didn't have free agency like they do now. So he got lucky enough, he got drafted to Boston, which they never won until he got there. I'll give him that. But it's like, okay, you go look at what he was surrounded with. This man never not played with like less than 3 Hall of Famers and like 5 All-Stars. So it's like, damn, y'all are the super team of the 60s because y'all got all the talent. When I say they had Bob Cousy, Tom Heinsohn, Sam Jones, JoJo White, Zach Sanders, Havlicek. I'm like, God damn. So I look at it like
it rings, bro.
Right. So I look at it like, okay, I heard Bill Russell talking to Kobe before the All-Star game in 09. And he said, I just looked at, I looked at the entire, I just looked at our team from a distance. And he said to himself, what can I do to help the team win? And he said, well, I can play defense, block shots, help side defense, which I feel like that's what he was better at, help side defense.
Yeah.
Because one-on-one, he had nothing coming with Wilt Chamberlain. Till he mentioned one thing. He said, when we would go against Wilt, he said, I would tell the entire team, hey, we're going to let him get his points. We're going to stop his team. I said, all right, let me just go back and fact check to see if that's true. I go back and look. I'm like, oh, well, shit, okay. But here's the caveat though. What's that guy's name?
Which one?
Is it Bill Sharman? It's one of them guys that played for the Hawks.
The Celtics dude, the lifer?
No. He played for the Hawks.
Oh, no.
He gave Bill Russell the business, and he was the reason why they lost one of them finals. That's when I was like, I could be wrong, but matter of fact, I'm gonna look it up just to be sure. But I want to say it was Bill Sharman, but he gave Bill Russell the business, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I'm like, okay, so if we being technical, Mr. Russell was a better help defender than he was just, hey, you take him, nullify him. Like, you're probably not going to shut him down, but make it tough on him. Make him shoot in the low 40s or the high 30s. That way it's going to help your team. So I'm like, okay. I look at it from both angles because I'm like, all right, the man was, a defensive guy. You didn't expect him to just dump it down, go to work like Wilt, go to work like Shaq, go to work like Dream or Kareem. Because his field goal percentage is 44, like some 44%.
42%, bro.
Yeah, for a center. So I'm like,
and okay. It's 42%, and he only averaged like 16. I'm like, dang, if you only get 16, you can't shoot 50?
Right. So I'm like, okay, so he accepted the defensive rebound, shot blocking, boom, enforcer. Cool. But somebody like me, I need you to get it done on both ends. So that's where I side with you. Like, yeah, when they mention like top 10 all time, I got him at number 6 only because he got 11 chips. But I'm like, if you put him in an era with Dream, Shaq, and all them, I don't believe he's
bro.
So I'm just
I always think like Bro, if they drop Hakeem Olajuwon in that era,
Nobody stopped him.
they might think that dude is some kind of magic
Alien.
Yeah, they might look at dude and be like, "What is this, bro?" KD said he had to slow Hakeem's. He had to watch Hakeem's score in the post in slow motion.
In slow motion, yeah.
Because he couldn't see what dude did, bro. This dude had so many moves, switching his hand, never traveling, always on the pivot and stuff, bro. Hakeem is crazy, bro.
And notice who went down to train with him. Kobe,
yep.
LeBron,
White.
I'm missing Dwight. Yeah, now
Amari did it later.
Now I look at it like this: they didn't go to Kareem. Now, don't get me wrong, Kareem is great, but I have a very strong argument that goes against Kareem. But he's great. I'm gonna give him his props.
Hold on now. Wait a minute now.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back.
You got against Kareem.
With Kareem, this is my only thing. I'm gonna ask you: was he the tractor or was he the trailer on his chips, on his championship runs?
Tractor.
He was the tractor.
Boy, yes.
Okay. Now, this is what I always ask people about Kareem. He didn't win that first chip till they got Oscar, which Oscar didn't win till them two linked up. So that's a wash. I give him that. But the year he won MVP, was it 19? Was the year before the merger, before they brought the ABA in. He won the MVP playing with Pat Riley and Gail Goodrich, and I believe Adrian Dantley. And those two are Hall of Famers. Pat Riley's a Hall of Famer because he's a coach.
Yep.
But he missed the playoffs.
They missed the
playoffs. Wait a minute now. I'm like, you was 2 games above 500. I believe it was 42-40 or vice versa. But I'm like, hold on, you missed a play. Like nobody else ever did that. Okay,
they missed the playoffs. Yeah.
I'm like, now I go a little further. They went against the Blazers that year. Bill Walton finally broke through and won.
Yep.
Bro, I'm sorry, but he outplayed Kareem. I'm like, hold on.
Boy, you crazy.
Hey, go back and look. That man outplayed Kareem.
Boy, you crazy. Bill Walton outplayed.
Bro, Bill Walton gave him the business.
Boy, no, he did.
he gave him the business. I'm sorry, he did. I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
Bro, Bill Walton that gave Kareem no business, bro.
I'm looking at it like this. So from what, 71 to 1980, Kareem, no championships in a 9-year span. All of a sudden, the Lakers draft this rookie, boom, championship. Not only that, Kareem, now he can't help he sprung his ankle. You can't help that. But Magic played in your position and actually showed, hey, I can score when I want to. I'm a playmaker first. I'm a passer first.
Yeah, Magic did score when he wants to.
That man put up 42, 15 rebounds, 7 assists, not just on Dr. J, but on everybody they put on him. But he guarded Dr. J.
Everybody.
So I'm like, hold on. A 20-year-old rookie, because my pops told me that when I was a little boy, and I said, we didn't say it back then, but now I'm saying I pops your cap. So I don't believe that. But I went and seen it when they showed like them hardwood classes. I'm like, bro, Magic really, he plays center, power forward, small forward, point guard, shooting guard. I'm like, damn. So I said, look, I got to reevaluate this. Okay, 1982. I think did Kareem win Finals MVP on that one? Was that his second one? Or 85, my bad, 85. That's when he won the Finals MVP. I forgot who won the 82 when they won that chip. I think Magic did.
So your overall argument is that Kareem is not really he played more of a part. He wasn't really the driver of this.
I'm saying Kareem to me is more like KD. He's like, you put him in the right setting, he gonna dominate. But if you put him by himself,
a whole nother topic, bro, because folks be hating on KD, bro.
Right. And don't get me wrong, I got love for KD. But it's kind of like, okay, he got to the finals with OKC. I give him props. They was young. He was 23. Westbrook was 21. Harden was 20. But now that he left Golden State, and I feel like he should have stayed there because that was the perfect system. They moved the ball. That's, to me, like a player like Kevin Durant, you got the mid-range, you got the three-point, you got the ISO. You fit perfectly with them because fourth quarter, boom, they finna give you the ball. You got Steph running off screens, Clay running off screens, Draymond setting them. KD, you got free roam to do whatever. You go to Brooklyn, now you don't have it. It's like you want to be the centerpiece. Okay, cool. But you're not having the same output like you did at Golden State. Because that's why.
That's because he ain't had no team, bro.
Wait, talking about with Brooklyn?
No, he ain't had no. He ain't never been healthy. One season in Brooklyn, one. His team ain't never been healthy and all together. Like, this is first year, bro, where he done had a team and they all been there.
How far you think they're going?
Bro, they going to the finals.
Hey, I won't disagree. I'm a Bulls fan, but I won't disagree with that.
The Nets, I picked the Nets to go to the finals.
Okay, I won't disagree, but
you know what? It's more so because I'm a Kyrie fan, though.
Hey, don't get me wrong, man. I got love for Aunt because how the media doing him. I ain't gonna get on that right now, but I'm with you with him.
He get on I ain't gonna get on.
Right, but my issue, like I said, with Kareem is like without Magic, without Oscar, I don't see him winning no chips because he had the opportunity. He had 9 years, and it's like
that's a
right.
legit.
And like I said, that's my only thing. Kareem is an all-time great. He is, but I don't like how they don't dissect him like they do Kobe, like they don't do Jordan. How the hell they trying to do Curry? And again, it's not to digress, but you can't tell me that Magic, and I'm not talking. I'm talking in general. They telling me Curry can't be in the top 10 because he has no all defensive teams. I'm like, neither does Magic. Magic, the greatest point guard, and changed the game. So did Curry with shooting. So bro, I'm not understanding where the bias is coming in. You know, that's just my argument for Curry.
You definitely differ on Steph Curry because he is not top 10. But that's just me.
I got you. So give me your centers 1 through 5.
Hey, look, it's hard because I got mostly everybody you said. Yeah. Shaq, Hakeem.
Is he your number 1?
Oh, is Shaq number 1?
Yeah.
No.
No, give me your number like 1 through 5.
Okay. All right. So, and you talking about all-time greats. You're not talking about who the best like player is.
Well, I'll put it like this. Give me your 5 with your criteria, and I'm gonna give you mine.
Cool. All right. Kareem 1.
Okay.
All right. Hakeem 2.
All right.
Shaq 3. Man, this is where it get hard, man. Because the reason it's getting hard is because, bro, I've been really struggling with this, bro. But I think Jokic is a top 5 all time, bro.
I'll put it like this: he got a strong argument.
He got a strong argument, bro. Yeah. Jokic, that dude is bananas, bro.
Yeah. I'll say this: if he can win 1, I don't see how they can keep him out.
Yeah, he do need to win 1, but I'm just saying what he are. I think for me, it's so crazy that people are just so used to this 7-foot dude getting 26, 10, and 13. Like, this dude just do this stuff on a nightly basis.
Right.
And people is used to this. This dude got back-to-back MVPs, and you swear this dude ain't even did nothing.
Right.
This dude been carrying his team to the playoffs without his best players, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just saying, man, people just look at this dude and just expect him to be who he is. But if you look at what dude done, it really is out of this world, the stuff that this dude is doing.
And what I like, he gets those numbers within the flow of the offense.
Exactly.
He don't force it. You know, it's like if it's there, he take it. If it's not, he don't, he dish it off. That's what I like about him. And another thing, the man can't jump high enough to get wet toilet tissue underneath his feet. He ain't finna outrun nobody, but you can't stop him.
He too big and wide, and bro, I seen dude go to the basket one time. Dude was slow, bro, just slow. It was a fast break. Dude was just slow-moing, man. I guess he when the people started running his pace, he picked it up and did a move, and the dude tried to cut him off. Dude was standing straight up. He didn't bend down to nothing. Just hit it behind the back, bounced it to himself, 2 steps, carrying that mug and laid it up.
Yeah.
But this was the slowest move I ever seen, bro. Like, it wasn't fast, but it couldn't nobody stop it. And I be cracking up. But anyways, the reason I said because I really be debating Shadul be in my 5, bro. But David Robinson, number 4.
Shout out to the Admiral, man.
And I'll be honest, as much of a Spurs fan I am, I'm not really that big of a David Robinson fan.
Mm.
Like, I'm not a huge David Robinson fan. I think he was good, but I think he might be a little bit overrated. But
well, he had that without Tim Duncan, he don't make top 75.
I don't believe so.
I believe he'd have been a Hall of Famer, but without Tim Duncan impact, it's like, this, it's certain players, they're great, they're gifted, but they just don't have that it factor to just take you over the top.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what I felt about Robinson. Like, I feel like Robinson always had to be combined with somebody.
Yeah.
In order to be great. But I think when it comes to centers, though, like you asked about the top 5, I'm gonna ask you this. Nate, tell me a center that had all the potential in the world but didn't live up to it via injuries or because he didn't work hard enough, whatever the case may be. Tell me one center that you think of that you like, dang, man, he could have been great, but
I'm gonna give you 2.
Who?
Number 1, Dwight. I feel like hear me out. I feel like Dwight, when he
Dwight top 5, bro.
Top 5 center?
Top 5 center, bro.
Okay, but I'm gonna give you my reasons why I feel like he could have done more. Because in Orlando, the boy, he phenomenal. No, he didn't win MVP, made it to the finals, but phenomenal. But when he went to Houston, it's kind of like that's when he started, and then it's like you bounce from team to team to team, and it's like when he went to the Lakers with Kobe, when he left Orlando, I feel like Kobe just that mama, that alpha dog was just too much. It was just too much for him. He couldn't handle it. And he went to Houston.
Check that playoff series in Houston against Portland. The man was killing them boys, bro.
But don't you believe him and James Harden should have been enough to get to the finals?
Oh, yes, I agree. I tell people all the time, James Harden messed up his best teammate. His best teammate was Dwight Howard. They should have been.
Because I would say this. Had he not won, but long as he'd have got to the finals, okay, you made it to the finals with Orlando and Houston, I would reconsider. But to me, it's like he left Orlando, he went to the Lakers, then he went to Houston, and it's like, he just downhill from there. But I will give him his props. With his resume, they hosed him for that top 75. Because ain't no way, to me, Anthony Davis gets in there over Dwight. Like, to me, that wasn't nothing but the politics and
Damian Lillard.
Yeah, I'm like, hold on, Damian Lillard, like, y'all got this man in there over Kyrie. I'm like, Kyrie done went 50, 40, 90, done won a chip, and he got way more All-NBA selections.
Bro, don't get me started on that, bro. I was so hot they didn't put I was like, really? Y'all gonna do Kyrie like that, bro?
But again, it's the politics. When you don't bow down and put your nose up their ass, they gonna outcast you and do that type of shit. I'm surprised. Wait, KD, he made it, didn't he?
Yeah, KD, he top 7.
They couldn't keep KD out. It just wasn't no way they're gonna keep him out. But I'm like, Dwight should have made it. Kyrie definitely should have made it, and Clay should have made it.
Clay should have made it.
I really feel like Tony Parker, one of them, Parker or Ginobili should have been in there.
See,
they weren't gonna put.
I could roll with Parker, but Ginobili, I'm cool with him being out.
Well, that's what I said. At least one of them, because again, like I ain't gonna digress too much. But for what they did with one team, I'm like, come on, man. Like y'all gotta acknowledge that. But I'm gonna just get back to my top 5. Dwight, I feel like just again, one championship with being the lead guy, finals MVP, boom, you there. I really feel like Shaq left some on the table too. Yeah. This is why. Because Shaq didn't want to get his ass in that weight room when him and Kobe had that sit down. And he even admitted, he was like, I didn't take it serious because I knew I had you. And then I'm like, well, damn, Shaq, this is shit Kobe was telling you when he was 22, 23, but you didn't want to hear it. But now you're going to listen to it. Now that y'all in y'all 40s, like, come on, man. If you would have got your big ass, like, Kobe would have like, hey, big fella, let's get in this gym and work out. Like he was doing, I'm a Bulls fan, right? But in that span, after that 3P, like, I ain't gonna lie, 03, y'all was just hot that year. Wasn't nobody gonna beat y'all. But I feel like after that, if Shaq would have had Kobe's mentality, I feel like they probably would have got 2 out of 3, meaning they'd have won 2 chips, but they'd have lost their third one either versus y'all in the Western Conference, or they'd have made it there and lost just due to wear and tear and been there. But I'm like, I think they left some more on the table, like they really did. Because I'm like, Shaq, you 7'2", 7'1", you'd have slimmed down about 290, had your cardio up. I mean, you'd have been like Orlando Shaq, but smarter. That was just my whole spiel on Shaq. But to his credit, he is in my top 5. But those are my 2. Who are yours?
I'm gonna tell you one, Boogie Cousins, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
Man, dude, I was always trying to find who would be one of my favorite players after Tim Duncan, bro. I'm such a DeMarcus Cousins fan, bro. Bro, that dude was so cold, bro.
Yeah.
Every time I watch that dude play, bro, I'm like,
especially at Kentucky, him and John Wall.
Bro, this is the thing. Like players like DeMarcus Cousins and Kevin Love, those were dudes I was a fan of when they was in Sacramento and Minnesota for one main reason. Them dudes used to have the craziest post game, bro. Yeah. Like them dudes used to get down and bang, bro. But then when they start facing up in threes, I started being like, man, these dudes. But man, that dude DeMarcus Cousins, bro. Woo!
Yeah.
That dude right there, if he wouldn't have got injured, bro, that dude would have. Woo! That dude was so cold, bro.
Yeah, he did. He had the potential. Like, yeah, I agree.
So it's him, and then the other one, because of injuries, was Ralph Sampson.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Ralph, man.
Ralph Sampson,
the Twin Towers.
But this much, man, that dude, boy, that dude was cold, bro.
Yeah, he was.
Bro, couldn't nobody score in the lane with dude down there, bro. Dude used to be painting the basketball on the goal, bro.
Just 7'4".
Bro, that dude used to be smacking the ball at the lane, bro. And
he could leap.
Bro, Ralph Sampson, bro. Injuries, woo, they got him. But
real quick. I just want to know your perspective on this. He doesn't get injured. He stays healthy, right? And they get. I just like to say this. Let's say Houston make a trade for Dominique for the perimeter play, because they got the front court just for that perimeter, where they need some productivity up there. How many chips do that team win, or do they win any, in your opinion?
Just because Akeem on the team and he a good leader, they gonna get about 4, bro.
You know why I told people this? I said, if you go back and look, the Lakers Showtime, they struggled with the Twin Towers. Number one, them boys, they could move laterally, right? And not only that, but they protected the paint. So on pick and rolls, they could switch out. And I'm not saying guard to guard the whole time, but they could stay in front of Magic, Byron Scott, or Cooper long enough for their man to get there and then switch back. Like, that's how deadly they was. I'm like, you go back and watch that series. Like, that fast break, it slowed them down, because it's like them dudes just as fast as y'all, and they was young. So all that layup, and y'all couldn't do that because Hakeem or Ralph right there waiting on you. Swat.
Yeah, Ralph was swatting that junk in the second stand, bro.
Man, and it's like they couldn't do nothing with it. But not only that, they had the offensive game too.
Ralph was that, bro.
That series alone is why I got Hakeem over Kareem. But I'm gonna get back on that, because that's when Dream showed me
over Kareem.
I'm gonna tell you why though, because when you look at the head-to-head matchup, but you got to go back and watch it and look at Kareem footwork. Like, bruh, nobody they could put on him. I mean, you weren't gonna put Kareem on him because Kareem 38, 30, 37. You put your young cat on him, AC. Man, they ain't had nobody for Dream. He just having a field day.
Nobody.
Then
Dream, nobody.
That's what I'm saying. Then you got Ralph Sampson. If you just want to dump it down to him, I said, ooh. I was like, if they just could have got one key piece, like hell, even a young Gary Payton, make a trade for him with them. Oh no,
he's my favorite point guard of all time, Gary Payton.
Come on, to my GP, yeah. I think that's gonna be my next one. the top defensive guards. I think that's gonna be my next one. But no, I'm saying that because that squad, I feel like it's teams out there. They were just one player away from making that leap, you know. And Dream, to his credit, stayed, and then they went on their run after Jordan retired. But yeah, man, Ralph Sampson, I hate that them injuries plagued him because that dude was nasty, man.
That dude was, man, cold.
What did he retire with Houston or did he get traded?
I can't remember. I thought his injuries ultimately he just stopped playing. I thought that
early. Okay, that's probably what happened. But all right, so my top 5, I got, and I'm gonna do mine in order 1 through 5. I got Dream number 1. I got Kareem number 2. I'm looking at skill set first, then I go into your accolades in your career. But I got Dream, I got Kareem, then I got Shaq, I got Wilt 4, and then I got Mr. Russell 5. So that's my criteria. But again, I'm going off.
I agree. Will got to be in there. You're right. Yeah. Will got to be in there.
Yeah. So that's why I say the skill set is what I'm going by mostly, and then I'm looking at your accolades because I'm of the mindset you can get all these accolades, but are you winning along with that? Meaning, you got your MVP. Did you win the chip that year and the Finals MVP? Like, did you pull that off? You know, like Shaq when he three-peated. And the only reason why I got Dream up there, number 1, out of all the centers, and I somebody can disagree with me, but I feel like he's the most skilled center, offensively, defensively. The way what that man did in the championship run to Patrick Ewing, David Robinson, Shaq, Mutombo. I mean, he gave all of them the business. Like, nah, I'm the big dog. And when he was his second year in the league, went head to head with Kareem, bro. I'm like, yo, this dude, he on another level.
But that's why I tell people though, I say Kareem, I mean not Kareem, but Hakeem is the most skilled player to ever play the game.
And he had counters to every move. So if he hit you with one move, right, and you ready for it, boom, he had the counter waiting on you. But I'm gonna tell you, and not to go against your team, but that 3-piece combo he gave David Robinson, bro.
But see, that's the move that KD said he had to slow down because he couldn't tell what he did.
Bruh, he crossed over. Then he went up with with the little hezzy. He bid on that. He reverse pivoted with the pump fake. He bid on that and then laid it up and in. But bro, he did it so smooth, like.
But see,
damn.
That's why he's the most skilled player of all time because, bro, ain't nobody moving like that, bro, in the post no more. Ain't nobody even thinking that much like he was thinking. Like,
and that's the thing. That man was a center with point guard footwork.
Exactly.
And that's why I told him, I said, I don't care about all I'm saying. I'm talking about skill for skill. That man dreaming, they didn't shoot threes back then, but that's what I'm telling him. He had the mid-range, like, leave him open. He gonna bust you. You come out too close, he gonna blow by you. I said, but he also on defense, if you pick and roll, he could stay in front of your guard for like, 2-3 seconds till your man get back over. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could do that, much like KG. And I'm telling them, I said, offensively, defensively, no. When you say the skill center, I said, it ain't even no question. It's Dream. I said, now, people want to go with the accolades. All right, of course, that'd be Kareem. I mean, shit, he got, championships from college and high school and all that. Cool. But like I said, I'm looking at your skill set. Now, Kareem in his heyday, he was nice. He had more than just a sky hook. Like, he had a face-up game.
Hey, when Kareem came into the league and they matched up Wilt the first time, Kareem gave Wilt the work, bro.
Oh, yeah. That's why Wilt, that's why Wilt tried to keep him at a distance. But it's like, bro, it's your replacement, man. Like, don't be jealous. Embrace him.
Bro, Kareem was sticking his butt out so far on Wilt to keep him off his back, bro.
He was so long, though, man.
He was long, that's what I'm saying. Wilt be reaching all over that man's shoulder trying to grab the ball, but Kareem just got this dude killing him, bro.
But you know what? They said I think only 3 people was able to block his sky hook. Wilt was one of them. I forgot the other 2. But they said it was only 3 people that could block that shot. Just because, but you had to time it though. Like, you couldn't just, regular, like, you had to know it was coming And really, you better catch it before it ascends, because once he get it up there to his highest point, no, you ain't blocking that, man. Like, no.
But see, that's why I say like Kareem, it's so bananas when you watch him master that shot. Because dude used to shoot that mug without even lifting his arm. Like dude used to keep his hand down and flick the wrist and shoot it
Yeah.
like.
Oh yeah.
That's hard, bro.
Yeah, he literally mastered that shot. Like when he was teaching it to Magic, and Magic called it the junior sky hook. I was watching Winning Time, and when he finally like was respecting Magic as a leader, and he was like, "This how you do it." He was because he said, "Kev, how you shoot that shot?" And he showed him like step by step, and I was like, "Damn!" Like this man literally. I mean, he had it down to a science. Like catch that motherfucker, throw it up in there. Hey, you might well going to put 2 up on the board because it's in there. But I want to ask you this: if you put Kareem on them 90 on those 90 93 94 Rockets 94 95, my bad, but I'll do you one better. Put the Milwaukee Kareem, not the Lakers when he was on the back 9, but put the Milwaukee version. Like I'll do him that much. Do you believe he was going to lead them to 2 chips like Dream did?
With the same team Dream had?
With the same squad. I'm talking about Robert Horry, Mad Max, Kenny the Jet Smith, Sam Cassell. I forgot the other cats. Because mind you, no All-Stars, no All-NBA. He was the only one.
I don't think so, bro.
That's why I'm telling folks like
Kareem not leading now. He ain't doing that, bro.
That's what I'm telling folks. You give Dream all that talent, Gail Goodrich and Pat Riley and man, Dream finna run the table, man. I'm like, bro, that's the only thing I be telling people, like, y'all just looking at, okay, he only did this, Kareem got 16. That's cool. But I tell them, you swap them out. You put Dream with all them Laker teams, man, they're gonna get 3 or 4 in the 70s, if not 5. I'm sorry. But that type of talent, you gotta double team Dream. You ain't gonna leave him one-on-one. So now you double teaming. You gonna leave Gail Goodrich open? He's a sharpshooter. No, he ain't finna miss. You gonna leave Adrian Dantley as a rookie? Yeah, he pretty much is kind of like.
I would say Dantley was that dude.
That's what I'm saying. He was like, to me, he kind of like Giannis, but without the athleticism. Just that aggressive. I'm gonna get this bucket. By all means.
Adrian Dantley, he was that guy, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling folks. So. I got Kareem 2, and then I said Shaq 3, only because I feel like Shaq did. He left rings on the table. He left accolades on the table because he was dependent on Kobe. And then I got Wilt 4. I mean, unfortunately, he just in the era with Bill Russell, he just couldn't win them Celtics, man. Just couldn't get through them motherfuckers. Like that was just too much for him.
Yeah,
I got to give him his just due just because of the records that he got. Like I said, and Wilt, people don't understand, like that man was a phenomenal athlete too. Like I didn't know he was a star in track and was running sprints. And Arnold Schwarzenegger said this about Wilt. Wilt didn't even do bodybuilding, right? Schwarzenegger did. He couldn't even bench press 500 pounds. Wilt got down there and knocked out like 20 of them, just like it wasn't nothing, and set it back on the rack. Like, damn, like,
yep,
just that natural talent, man. So yeah, that's why I say I got Wilt 4, and then I got Mr. Russell 5. But you know what, man? I'm gonna give an honorable mention.
Don't say nobody crazy.
I gotta give Pat Ewing, man. He was just in that wrong era, man. If you look at Pat Ewing before he started, the injuries caught up with him. Bro, that man had the mid-range game. Now, he wasn't as fluent as like Shaq down there with the post moves or Hakeem or Kareem, but I feel like he was like slightly under them.
Yeah.
But I got one more honorable mention too.
Don't say nobody crazy.
Moses Malone.
Oh, you know what? I'll take that back. Mo top 5.
That's what I'm saying.
Somebody got to get out, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Moses, man.
Mo
gotta
top
get
5.
him in there.
Somebody get him replaced.
He guaranteed it. He's like, we gonna win 4-4-4.
My man had a 30-30 game, bro.
Dog, Moses used to bully them boys down there, man.
used to be putting 2 folks in the basket, bro.
And could nobody do nothing with him. And that's what I'm telling folks, man. Like
And Mo, he wasn't. I don't think he was 7 foot either. That dude was like 6.
He was he was undersized, but his girth, kind of like Barkley. He was undersized, but he
big, bro.
Right, but he had that big body where he could still hold up down there. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I said, somebody getting out. He top 5. Mo in there.
I won't disagree with you on that one, man. I won't disagree at all.
Place, because I forgot about Mo. Yep.
Yeah. Hey, so what do you say when people try to put Tim Duncan in the center conversation? Like how you take that?
Because here's the thing about Tim Duncan, bro. He's also in top 5 to me, most skilled players that's ever played the game. Hakeem is one, Kyrie, Kobe, Rod Strickland, and Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
And I put Tim Duncan in there. I put him as a power forward because I know he was 7'1", but he was a power forward because that's what he played most of his life.
Right.
Spurs at least. But then when David Robinson left, that's when even when he left for BCO Alberto played center, Tiago Splitter played center. Tim Duncan didn't start playing center until like that Kawhi time. Like I think because Tim Duncan was so skilled, man, and he was like he was a scorer, and he always Tim Duncan was most of his game was post game, but Tim Duncan was also very fluid. Because people don't realize when you look at players like Karl Malone and KG and them dudes like that, Tim Duncan was probably the most versatile big you ever seen. When he came in the league, the offense was Tim Duncan for them first 3 championships. Then it moved to Tony Parker. Then it went to Kawhi and Danny Green, and they got younger and they started doing this kind of fluid 3-point, running a lot of plays, switching and curling and stuff. Tim Duncan was doing that stuff, running off pick and rolls, shooting floaters and jumpers and stuff. So that's why I say he was more of a power forward, because that's what he played most of his life. They always had Tiago Splitters, Fabricio Alberto, Antonio McDyess for a while, David Robinson. They was always centers, and he was always the power forward. And so that's why I think he's the power forward. But that's just me.
Right. Yeah, because I noticed a lot of people do that. They'll say, oh, but he was 7'1", but I'm like, yeah, he could play center, but to me, that was his prime position, power forward. And again, that's why I tell them he kind of remind me of a better version of Kevin McHale, with the post moves he had, the up and under, and he had counters. Now his counters might not have been flashy as dream, but his counters were still as effective, because again, he was skilled. If he hit you with one move,
no, go ahead. I cut you off.
No, I was gonna say what I seen with Tim Duncan. He would make you come out there and guard that bank shot, because if you didn't, he was gonna light your ass up. And it was boring, it was ugly, but you couldn't stop it. I mean, he was just gonna do that little choke, and it was in there. Now you come out there, bro, he give you that jab step or that pump fake. Hey, straight to the rack. Either he'll lob it off the D-Rob or just take it to the rack and finish.
And see, the thing with Tim Duncan is people don't really see Tim Duncan. I remember the year after when we won at 14.
Yeah.
When 15 came around, the Spurs played the Clippers the first round and we lost. But Tim Duncan led the team in scoring, rebounds, bro. People forget he was 38 years old at this time. Bro, he was killing everybody on the Clippers. DeAndre Jordan, Blake Griffin, Big Baby Glenn. And when you see his stuff in slow motion, he probably was in the same class of skills as Hakeem, but Hakeem was so advanced, bro. But when you look at Tim, he would do stuff like shoot a hook shot, left hand and right hand.
Yeah.
Hakeem would do somewhere so dang fast, you can't even see what he did.
Yeah.
Hakeem would shoot something with a left hand, right hand, and then have this pivot, and you think he walked, but he really didn't because he was so fast. Tim Duncan wasn't doing that. He was just he could use his left hand and his right hand, and you could see what he was doing. Hakeem, dude was just so dang advanced. You couldn't even tell what he was doing because he was so good. Like, and that's the difference between him and Tim Duncan, bro. Like, Tim Duncan was a super skillful big man that had everything fundamentally sound. Like, this dude talked about how he used to read about basketball, and he tried to go do what he read, looking at
true student of the game.
Bro, who do that?
Right, that's a true student of the game. I never heard no
man, I read about this and I tried to do it. They'd be like, no, I seen this and I tried to do it. So, yeah, he always gonna be a power forward in my mind. Because when I about centers like Hakeem and Shaq and Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain, like, you don't think Tim Duncan really is like even resembles any of them dudes. Maybe Hakeem, that's the closest one. Because he don't Shaq, Wilt, Kareem, none of them dudes.
And that's why I said, to me, like, when I was trying to compare somebody, I was like, he kind of put me in mind of a better version of Kevin McHale, only because, like, looking at like how Kevin McHale move was, I'm like, okay, I feel like that's who Tim Duncan studied, but he added his own little flavor, you know, with the bank shot. Because I ain't gonna lie, I ain't see nobody hitting the bank shot like him, like before him or after him, and he mastered that joint. But see, another thing they don't mention too, Tim Duncan was a defensive anchor, and I'm trying to find. I had this.
He made 15. He made 15 all defensive teams.
Right, but I had this graph where he was either 37 or 38, and he was still top 10 in individual defensive win shares. Now, you know, it's this fan base out here to make the same excuse for this other dude because he 30, you're 36, 37, blah 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 blah. But he like in the bottom 100, like he's at the bottom of 190 in individual defensive win shares. So I'm like, so you telling me old man Duncan could get it done, but this dude can't? No, I'm not buying them what you're selling. Like I say, that's the wolf tickets. I ain't buying that. But I'm trying to find it.
Bro, because here's the truth. Bro, Tim Duncan ain't never been in the shape that LeBron has been in, even with injuries. He ain't never been as athletic. He ain't never been none of that, bro. But that dude played defense, bro, at 37. So anytime I kept hearing them dudes talk about, oh, he's 37, that's too much. Bro, Tim Duncan was 37 when he won his last championship.
That's what I'm saying.
Kareem was 38. And I think he was 41 when he won one. Bro, and LeBron is younger and inspired than all them dudes. So I don't be trying to hear that, bro. Like that's one show we should do, bro. Obvious contradictions, bro. Because
we will. Hey, you said it.
Like for example, I told my homeboy, I was like, bro, you see how they doing Kyrie, right?
Yeah.
LeBron last year averaged 30. I think it was like 8 and 7 or something like that. And that's all everybody's talking about. But he averaged 38, 7. It don't matter. It don't matter. Bro, the Nets sucked this whole year, bro. Before Kyrie got suspended, that man was averaging 31, 6, and 6 on 49% shooting, bro. But nobody was on there like, but he's averaging 31. Nah, bro. They didn't do that for Kyrie. They didn't do it for KD because KD was averaging 32. All they talked about was the Nets suck. But you ain't do that for the Lakers, though. You ain't do that for them. All you heard was, but he averaging 30s, 8 and whatever. It don't matter, bro. They suck. It don't matter.
I got it. I don't know why it ain't pulling up, but hold on. Let me see. Because it was Tim Duncan retired with the 2015-16 season, right?
So 14, they lost to the Clippers the next year, and 15. So it was either 16 or 17. Because I don't think it takes 3 years.
Okay, so it was 2015, 2016.
They lost OKC. I remember that.
Let me see. Because I remember I was like, you telling me Duncan was getting it done, but this other guy can't? Like, nah. But I'm trying to, I got it. I got to scroll through here so I can find it. I had it saved because I used it in a debate a while back. But I'm trying to see.
Bro, the truth is, bro, here I told my homeboy this. I was like, the truth about LeBron's legacy is that it's full of a bunch of narratives that can't be proven, bro. Like,
Oh yeah, easily.
about making people better and carrying teams and all this other jazz, bro. That stuff ain't true, bro. That's why
Mm-mm.
when LeBron came to LA and they missed the playoffs, but then AD came and they won, but they still talking about some. Well, LA wouldn't have been done without LeBron. No, they wouldn't have been done without AD.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
If AD never came, they wouldn't have nothing. And the truth is, even when he did come, if they didn't have that COVID year, I don't know if they would have won it.
Hell no.
I don't know if they would have won it. I'm not sure.
That COVID, that was you pretty much just set aside that tournament for them. Like, hey, this your tournament to win. If you get it done, you get it done. And
But the thing that people don't realize, bro, everybody talk about these injuries. Oh, the Lakers are injured, bro. When you've been playing in the West, bro, all them dudes been injured. Kobe, Duncan, Ginobili, Parker, Kawhi.
So I got it right here. Now, it's 2015, 2016, right?
Yeah.
Now, bro, Tim Duncan is number 7. And this is
out of all the players?
Out of all of them. And that's the individual defensive win shares. You know what I'm saying? General defense.
Yeah.
That means he at 38 was a top 10 defender.
That's
in
crazy.
The entire league.
I knew he was high. I didn't know that high though.
So yeah, you pretty much laid the foundation. That's gonna be the next one. You know, these contradictions and exposing this bullshit. Because like I said, people say this, but like fuck that. I need the facts. I mean, excuse my language, but dude be like, he did this, did that. No. Show me. I need to see empirical data. You need to show me where I can read it verbatim. Because if you can't, it's all for naught. Like all it is this blah blah blah. That's all I tell them. I'm not listening to it. And they get mad. I notice when they can't supply the facts, now you a hater, you this.
Right. Like, you don't know basketball.
I'm like, okay, all I'm doing is asking you for one little thing. You can't do that. So now you want to try to divert off topic. No, we're not going to do all that. I need the proof.
But this is the crazy thing, bro. It's professionals, bro. These dudes that get paid money to debate that. Bro, I be listening to some of these dudes like Shannon and Nick Wright, and I'm like, bro, how do y'all know this? How do y'all not know information to combat these silly arguments, bro? How do you not know the information, bro?
That's what drives me right there.
I'm like, you don't know these facts, bro, that could denounce all this stuff that y'all talking about right now, bro. I remember one time Shannon Sharp and Skip was debating, and Shannon was talking about who had more help. The question was, who had more help, Michael Jordan or LeBron James? I'm over here in my seat like, is this a serious question? Is this a real question? I said, is bro? And that was serious, bro. Skip got folded by Shannon. I said, bro, they pay you to sit up here and not know
they have to. Because you notice
they pay you to not know facts, bro.
You notice anytime Chris Broussard come on there or somebody who really know basketball and they have Shannon over there flummox, but Skip will sit there. I mean, like now it'd be sometimes where Skip will get him the business. But like I'm like you, it's times where I'm like, Skip, I know damn well you know.
I know you know, shit, bro.
But it's like you know, you don't took the payoff, so it's like, okay, you're gonna let him win on this argument. Because I said if we being technical, anytime they had a debate, like Skip, you ought to blow him out the water. I'm
should
sorry.
be blowing dude off the map, bro.
But you know, like I said,
like right now, bro, ain't no way I could be Skip Bayless all the time. Shannon was talking about Michael Jordan as a wizard, and bro, ain't no way I could be Skip coming in. What's going on right now?
Right,
boy, bro. And the crazy thing is, when they asked the question, Shannon Sharp was like, he said it so confident. He was like, Michael Jordan had more help. I'm over here like, is this dude started talking about Charles Oakley because he made all defensive team third team. I said, what the? I said, is this a real argument, bro?
Bro, you know what? I seen that episode.
I said this man said Charles Oakley because he made all his third team.
I saw the episode, and you know what tripped me out? I said, why? I don't understand for the life of me. When they started bringing up Rodman, I'm like, why did Skip not say timeout?
Thank you.
This the same Dennis Rodman you said got old and that's the only reason why Jordan beat him. So you telling me now that the
Hello.
old Dennis Rodman is Benjamin Button? So he got younger with the Bulls, even though he made 0 All-Stars with the Bulls,
Even
0
though
All-NBA team.
when he was 34.
But I'm like, wait a minute. I said the same Rodman that got old, and I remember, I think I posted this on my main page. I said the same dudes that said Rodman was old in Detroit, they said he was a superstar in the Bulls. So I said, I guess Rodman was Benjamin Button, but it was a Rodman gift when he was looking up and then he kind of went down.
Bruh.
I was like, I said, but you know, if you pay attention to Shannon, just listen to him. When they get to talking GOAT, he'll slip up and say Jordan the GOAT. I done caught him about 5 times. And what I did, I recorded it on. And I said, just in case somebody wants to start, feeling themselves, I'm like, hey, explain this right here. I said, Shannon, he had a Freudian slip. He said Jordan was the GOAT. Because you know how I know he slipped up. He'll try to go back. No. Well, you done said it. You said it right there. I caught you slipping. Because it was something about LeBron and Jordan. And it was like, well, once he beat Detroit, and then he beat Magic, and then he three-peated. That's how he became the GOAT. Until 2003. I said, that was the first time I caught him. I said, I got your ass. Ever since then, I started just, certain little segments, I catch him slipping. That's why I said, boy, they better not ever let me go on this show. I'm gonna bring some ratings, but I better have security because that Shannon gonna be ready to fight me. Boy.
He gonna be ready to square up, bro.
I'm telling you, I said they better not never let me go on that show. It better be virtual.
Bully, bro. I'll be open. One time he said he brought up a correct argument, but let Shannon bully him out of it. He was like, he said Michael Jordan didn't have an all-star. He played with one all-star for his first 3 championships. And Shannon Sharp, he was like, don't do that, Skip. Don't do that. Because Scottie Pippen didn't get there till 87. And Skip was over there and was like, yeah, that's what I just said. He didn't play with an all-star until for his first 3 championships. And Shannon was saying something like, don't do that, Skip. Don't. And I was like, Skip, why are you letting this man punish you on an argument that you are correct on, bro?
This what killed me with the Pippen argument, right? They say Jordan never got out the first round and Pippen got there. I'm like, okay. I said, so let's dissect this. When Jordan was a rookie with the Bulls, he led them in everything but blocks. He led them in points, steals, rebounds, and assists. All 4 except for blocks. I said, when Pippen came to the Bulls, Pippen was a bench player, averaged 7 points per game, didn't even make the all-rookie team.
Bro,
when they played Cleveland, Pippen scored 10 points in the series. But he's the reason.
This is the thing they don't even realize, bro. When they talking about Jordan was 1-9 and all this other stuff before Pippen, when he won the second playoff game, when Pippen, quote unquote, was there, Pippen played 0 minutes. Michael Jordan scored 52 points. Pippen had 0.
I just be like, man, you know what? They're not gonna let nobody come on there that can actually challenge Shannon. Shannon, he's so emotional. Like how Skip be getting him emotional. I'm gonna tell you what really saw when I saw it. When LeBron got swept in 2018, that man Shannon lost his damn mind. I swear I was laughing so hard. I said, man, this dude really, he really is infatuated with this man. Like, you gonna blame everybody else except for him.
I be cracking up because I be really wanting to know, like, do they be writing scripts for y'all to do this?
I believe for the most part they do, but I think they got a little wiggle room in there where they kind of let them go off script, and that's when Shannon be losing his mind. Because when Skip started coming with them bombshells about his lack of defense, no free throws, done bounce from team to team. Oh boy, that motherfucker. Because I know it was one they was trying to talk about KD going to the Warriors. But then Shannon was like, Skip was like, but wait a minute. He went to Miami. Dwayne Wade was a multiple All-NBA, NBA Finals champion, Finals MVP. Like, are we just going to overlook that? But it's something else. And I looked this up. When KD went to the Warriors were number 8 in team defensive efficiency, team-wise, right? The year LeBron went to Miami, they were top 5. And I'm going to send you this because I just sent you the info with Tim Duncan. In 2009, before LeBron got there, Miami was top 5 in team efficiency. defense, and that's the entire league. When LeBron got there, they went up by 1. They improved by 1. But them same dudes,
Wade was third in MVP voting.
Right. But them same dudes will say LeBron deserved Defensive Player of the Year over Marc Gasol because he didn't make All Defensive First Team. I said, hold on. Do y'all realize where Memphis was before Gasol got there? Like, they was at the bottom. And I said the year before when Tyson Chandler won, the Knicks was 22. He improved them to 7. I said, so what the fuck is y'all talking about? I said, y'all got to understand. The voters are going to say, okay, the team how was they looking before you got there? What was your impact to them? Not only that, they don't go by who get the total first place votes. They go by who get the total votes. So Gasol got more votes than LeBron. Chandler got more votes than LeBron. But y'all want to cry and plead and beg. I said, he only improved them by 1 margin. They were number 5 the year before he got there. They went up to 4. Like, I could see maybe if they'd went to number 1. But I'm like, the man got embarrassed in the 2011 finals. Like, do y'all just forget all this, huh? I said, no, he's not going to win because they're going to say, you left your team. Had you stayed in Cleveland, you might have won it. But no, you went and joined Dwayne Wade, who was top 3. You went and joined Chris Bosh, who was top 15, top 15. So anywhere in there. So no, you can't have it all. Like, I'm like, how the fuck he even win MVP? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, so he can win MVP on a super team, but KD can't. Oh, okay.
Okay. Hello.
That's why I said, bro, I love Tim Duncan because Tim Duncan spanked that man 2 times in the finals and said, hey, your little super team's not going to beat no well-oiled machine, okay? You can go get all your little souped-up players. We still going to whoop that ass.
And whooped it too, bro. Patty up there trading threes.
Bro, I said, man, that's why I told him. I said, that whole debate, it ain't nothing but it's comedy and it's marketing. Because I said, I got a strong argument for Tim Duncan being higher than him in that debate. Definitely Magic.
Oh, yeah.
I got an argument for Hakeem Hill. Like you said, I got an argument for Bird. I got an argument for abundance of dudes over him. Like I said, but
all of them dudes run for me. All of them, Hakeem,
but you all them. Right, but you know the media, they got to play their favorite. And because like I said, when he was in Miami, oh no, he was the black sheep. But as soon as he went to Cleveland, oh, we love you. Everything is about him again. I'm like, hold on, bro. Answer me this. Spurs had 0 chips before Tim Duncan got there. Check. Bulls had zero championships before Jordan got there. Check.
0.
Who else didn't it? Before Dwayne Wade went to Miami, 0 championships. This man went to Cleveland. Went to the finals, didn't win no games. Went back to Cleveland with Kyrie Irving. Finally won a championship. So 11 seasons total for Cleveland. You brought them 1 title.
That's what Chris Broussard said.
But you went over and helped Dwayne Wade, where he's established, where he is the man, improve his dynasty to 3. But you went back to Cleveland where they drafted and only gave him 1. You leave, and then you give the Lakers a little bubble ring that the real fans don't even acknowledge. It's like you improving all these other dynasties that's established over your own. No. I'm sorry. That ain't going to get it. It's just not. Because like I said, Duncan, all 5, 1 team in 19, 20 seasons, Kobe, all of his, even though the Lakers had won, but still Kobe won all his with the team that drafted him, even though he wanted to get traded and all that. They didn't trade him. He stayed there. Boom, got it done. I'm like, Steph Curry in 13 seasons done brought the Warriors 4.
Got 4
on 1 team. And they said he couldn't do it without KD, and he did it twice without KD. So I'm like, what's the criteria for him? Oh, because he get triple doubles. I said, but Magic still got more playoff triple doubles. And he only played like 900 something games. What?
That's
like I told him.
Was talking about how LeBron passed Magic in assists, but my brother told him, he was like, bro, Magic got all them assists in 13 seasons. LeBron just passed him in year 20, bro.
But see, I don't even go by that though. I go by per game, because per game is gonna tell you who was the more efficient player. See, you could play longer, like I said. You could take Jason Kidd, right? I'm sure he's higher than Magic on all-time assists. He played longer. He played, 19 seasons, right?
But
and it's another.
That's the thing that my brother was saying. It was like, bro, LeBron just passed Magic.
Magic, right?
He had to play 20 years to do it. Magic did it in 13 seasons, bro. That's
you just passed Magic playing 7 more seasons.
Bro, that's bananas. That when you go back and think about it, you like, yeah, dang, Magic did all that in 13 seasons.
That's why I told him I love John Stockton, but it ain't no question who the greatest point guard is. Magic, just like Jordan, when he went to the playoffs, his assists went up. Went to the finals, assists went up. Jordan, all points per game, career average at the top, playoffs at the top, just like Magic. Number 1 in per game assists, number 1 in assists per game in the playoffs. I told him that. I said, them longevity, that don't mean a goddamn thing. I said, Kareem is great. I said, Karl Malone was number 2. Nobody was saying Karl Malone a better scorer than Jordan.
But see, that's why all the time, if you see people who got the records, they always played the longest, bro. Everybody in the top 6 in scoring, all of them played minimum 19 years, bro. Kobe, Kareem, Malone, all them dudes, LeBron.
What I say about Jordan and Duncan, and hell, I would say this. I go so far as to say Duncan got an argument to be number 2. Like, you could argue him and Magic, but I'll say this: Magic's his assists per game to me will never be broken. Tim Duncan's all defensive teams will never be broken, and Jordan's scoring titles never be broken. To me, that's by far more impressive than any long time all-time points, assists, rebound, whatever. Like, man, I don't give a damn about all that. If you playing that long, you gonna accumulate that. Like, that's not impressive. I want to know, what did you do per game? Like, how did you impact your team per game? That's what I want to know.
I agree. Because the thing is, LeBron getting injured more and all this other stuff, he might not break that record till next year. And that stuff is going to get old. You sitting up here trying to just break this record all this time and jack up all these stats.
I seen it last year. I said, when that man went from averaging like 4 threes a game to 8, like, you doubled your 3-point attempts. I'm like, bro, you chasing Kareem. Not only that, but see, when I start, I don't know who invented that plus minus, but I'm so did, because that shows you the impact of your team, which if it's positive or is it negative. That shows you right there. So if you getting all these trash buckets, but your team ain't even close to winning, I don't want to hear about you scoring 30. Because if your plus minus is -11 and -12, what the fuck was you doing when your team was in striking distance? Like, no, I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Tim Duncan plus minus in the finals. It's like, I think his is like 107, something like that. Magic, all of them got a positive plus minus. Jordan, Kobe, Magic, Bird, Curry, Tim Duncan, except for LeBron. Yeah, you -86. So 2018 finals, stat pad. 2017 finals, stat pad. Hell, 2016 you was stat pad. Just so happened Kyrie Irving was the fourth quarter closer, because you take him off that team, y'all getting swept. 2015, stat padding again. I was like, y'all looking at these stats, but y'all not breaking down the impact. Like, bro, them trash points. I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, man, I ain't gonna hold you up, bro. I enjoyed this dialogue. So
yeah, me too, man.
What was the one you mentioned? You said you wanted to do?
The contradictions.
Bet, yeah. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna send you that other bit of information that I was telling you about, and then that'll be our next one, man. So yeah, man, enjoy your night, brother.
All right, you too.
Already, peace.
All right, bye. Did you get to talk to Keisha? Oh, okay.
Well, now that you're coming out.
Come here, man. Oh, you want me to go in there? Oh, I didn't know if you had to talk to her.
Oh, okay.